Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. This month, our piece of wellness that I am focusing on to grow as part of my journey, and sharing that process of that personal development, personal growth with you here on this channel. Um, I'm focusing on accountability for that piece of wellness, and I am rereading a very thought-provoking book. I think that's the way to say that. The Power of Regret. Who doesn't have it, right? Who doesn't have regret? And I love the discussion about making it productive and the reality check that if we don't have regret, there's really kind of something wrong with our brain. The people that are those sociopaths, the people that have the brain injuries, that dysfunction um, going on where they truly don't have regret. It's a basic function of the mind. And I do believe that it gets a bad rap, just kind of like jealousy, where we make it into a thing where it's really there to tell us what we want. That experience of jealousy, it's just there to tell us what we want. The experience of regret, it's there, and I feel like it opens up this wonderful opportunity to talk about regret plus accountability and what that equals. And to me, it equals these endless amounts of opportunities. And a couple of the things that I've come up with is pairing that regret with accountability. I feel like it gives us this chance, this opportunity for washing away any guilt or shame. It gives us an opportunity to acknowledge emotional baggage. Well, why do I regret this? Well, because you've done it, 12 times in this last week, Sarah. Stop stubbing your toe or stop, neglecting your obligations to go for a walk. Um, you know, being accountable, like meeting that regret on that journey and incorporating some accountability so that we can get more of the story. What's going on? So, opportunity for new direction, new choices, opportunity for growth, opportunity to shift, right? If we are have this regret, we're noticing it and listening to it, it naturally can lead into completing that magic formula into shifting. So, noticing, listening, and shifting once we acknowledge this regret and mix it with accountability. Positive mindset. We can recognize our negative thoughts and open up an opportunity. If we're accountable for behavior, it opens up that opportunity for changing, recognizing negative mindset, negative thinking, negative self-talk, and changing that moment. Alignment to impeccable living. Nobody's perfect. We can show up in excellence. We can show up and be impeccable. And when we acknowledge places that are not ideal, might find our path there through regret. And when we mix in accountability, we see our side of the contribution and we see ways that we can adjust and align into where we want to be. It can remind us how far off course we are. And when we're accountable for being off course, heading in this direction, and we want to be heading in this direction, we can then adjust that. We can then just shift gears, turn our attention away from the tasks, the thoughts, the behavior, the routines that are and the habits that are taking us in the wrong direction. I think I said this, integrity. We can assess our integrity in ourselves by connecting to that piece of regret and adding accountability to it. And then we can see, where does our integrity stand? Are we going to recognize we could do better? Or are we going to ooze out all over everything and blame. And this is going with it, that'll keep us in that energy of regretting. Then we ooze into blaming. We ooze into victimhood. We ooze into that grief and shame and um, guilt, instead of getting out of that regret, mixing it with something that's productive, and finding integrity, finding a better path, finding um, those new opportunities. And this last thing I have on my list is acceptance, where regret plus accountability puts us in a place where we can meet ourselves, find that integrity, but then we can accept ourselves just the way we are and move forward. We don't have to get into all of that negative stuff I just talked about, feeding that regret, allowing that to grow, making that grow, putting effort into growing it, where we can just say, you know what, this is where I'm at right now, and I accept that. I accept that. I accept that it is, my contribution to heading in this direction. Maybe other people are involved, then I accept the responsibility of removing myself from the influence of those people, removing myself from that engagement, setting some new boundaries in that atmosphere to find that integrity that I seek so much, the integrity that's beautiful light inside me that needs to shine so brightly. So, with all of that being said, I'm wondering if you can add anything to this discussion in the comments below, or reach out to me and let me know what's on the other side of that equal sign. So, regret plus accountability equals something. Heart, heart emoji, something beautiful. I would love to have more comments here on the channel. So those of you that do reach out to me, I do love that. I would love to see that here on this channel to help stimulate maybe some more conversation with the videos. And thank you so much for being here. This is your time, so valuable, right? Who has extra time on in our own perception? But you're here and I'm here, and I love that we're here together, and I love that we are growing some personal growth together. So thank you for that. I will talk to you again real soon.